What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Capsule. I am here with another fantastic Dance Your Style Wildcard. Victor from Czech Republic. How are you doing, first of all?
Hey, I'm good.
Good. Yeah, good. So, Dance Your Style Wildcard. First time you've been a wildcard for the World Finals.
Yes.
But you entered a qualifier before, right?
Yes.
Where was that?
The Czech one and also the Slovak one.
Okay, nice. And how did you do there?
Slovak one, I think I was done in semifinals.
Okay.
And Czech in top 8.
Okay, fine. And how did you find the experience? Was it like new, different?
Yeah, I mean, the Slovak one, it was a lot of fun, but I was super tired because it was after my premiere in a theater.
Oh, really?
So we kind of celebrated.
Yeah.
A little way too long, you know?
Yeah.
I was a little tired, but I gave it my all.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was happy with what I put out.
Yeah.
And in the Czech one, there was I have a panic attacks from thunderstorms.
Oh, really?
And the venue was outdoors, and there was a huge thunderstorm happening. So my head was not in the right place. Not in the game. So I couldn't really, let myself be me fully because I was just like, is this gonna be happening again? Like the clouds are still really dark.
Were you at least undercover or?
No, nothing covered. It was just like really bam.
Yeah.
Out there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were just like having a little mud fight.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And then, so when you got the call for this, how was that? Were you like super excited, or were you nervous, or like were you expecting the call? Like how was that?
I was not. I was not expecting from they will be choosing for somebody from my region, because I don't think that it's like very well known or like you don't know, like I mean we have a lot of really good dancers and you can see a lot of them, but I don't think that it's like that popular region to choose from.
Sure, right.
That's why I was like surprised but really happy.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And like I think we spoke about this a little bit, but like, I always talk about like, ballroom in general, but definitely like Vogue and Waacking as like styles where, like performance is built in,
Yes.
And maybe it's my bias because I'm a hip hop and popping dancer that I'm always critical of us because I'm like especially in Europe, I feel like some of the hip hop and popping dancers, like great technique, amazing ballers, but just performance wise, it's just like a bit like, okay. And then like you see like kind of Voguers and Whackers, and I'm like, before you've even done anything, the way you're just standing there is like you're already putting on a show.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about like these elements in those styles and like how, like when are you even taught that you have to perform, or is that just part of the culture?
So, first I started I took it as a dance, at the beginning. But the more I mature in both of them, I feel like it's not dance,
the styles.
Yes, like for voguing for sure. If I dance too much, it's not voguing anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but what I mean by that is with especially new wave Vogue, what I do, it really still is a posy, and I need to see that posing element in it, poses, extremes and everything. And if I add too much dance, which I mean dance,
like grooving kind of,
it's not really it. Like you can embellish it a little bit. I mean, it's still a dance category. Like it's a performance category, so it's still a dance. But especially in a new way, what I do, if you overdo it, then it stops feeling Vogue.
Can you explain a little bit what new way is versus old way and all the like that type of?
Okay, so especially for new way, which is my category, it consists of extremes of your body, like what's your capabilities, what you can do with your body, and where you can push it to the extremes, while still keeping the precision, style, and grace. So you still have your lines, you still have your arms control, very angles, going through all of that. Then you have a floor performance and stretches, and all of that combined together to give you an illusion of a pictures. So it's still
interesting.
It still keeps voguing. You put the stretch on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Or in my case, I am not stretchy, but
But some way
I
of
loved
pushing.
it so much that I just figure out my own way how to create these illusions of my body looking like doing stretch.
Got you.
Like, okay, some stretches I can pull off, but they are not the extreme ones, you know? So I am in a disadvantage, but also I have an advantage because I had to really work my way around and I really found my specific way to do this category, you know?
Right.
So I would say like, that's like kind of my thing.
Yeah, sometimes from your like restrictions, you find
Exactly.
your
Like
originality.
restriction is just another possibility.
Yeah, very true.
And for Waacking as well, like it's a performance. Like you can be amazing with your technique and everything, but if you're not there for the audience, or if you're not like oozing the performance, it doesn't count.
Right.
You know, so it doesn't need to be like, you know, but just like whatever emotion or whatever character you are portraying, or you're just being yourself, but the best version of yourself, or the worst version of yourself, because ask is like the song is asking for it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean the worst, but I mean the worst.
Yeah. We were talking about this. There's different like ballroom words from like normal words.
Not just ballroom, you know, like you need context.
Yeah, okay.
And a tone.
Yeah. It's the tone.
So it doesn't count if you're not like really connected to it.
Okay.
It's not just about how you do the moves to the music, but how you connect to the music.
Right.
You know?
And is there like a cultural reason that developed, if you know what I mean?
I think it's from like when you take where those styles come from, you know. Right. So for Waacking, we're talking silent movies, Hollywood, these fabulous actresses and actors, you know, Marilyn Monroe, Garbo.
Right.
So if you see that, like if you even see the silent film, it has so much expression because the words are not there.
That's a good point.
You know? So
right.
Yeah, so if you think about the inspiration for the OG punkers, what was their inspiration, then you can totally see it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. So it's like it's even beyond being built into the dance, because that's how I would always phrase it. Is that like the performance is built into the dance, but it's even deeper than that. It's like the performance is built into the inspirations for the dance. So it's like it's already there
because it started off as a posing, you know. So the poses is the most important thing.
So for people that don't know anything about Waacking, I know I'm somewhere in between. I'm not an expert, but I know a little bit, but maybe there's people that don't know anything. Can you explain the posing element and how the dance is built around that?
Oh, wow.
Maybe it doesn't have to be from a historical context, but like if I'm watching, what am I seeing?
Well, obviously the inspiration comes from a poses, you know. So you still keep that, and everything you do in between is the story.
You're right.
You know, and then you add your other things, and you like basically, the posing is okay. I'm gonna try to get around this. So posing was what. This is really hard to explain. I think. But anyways, everybody brought something into it, you know, even from the original punkers. You can totally see that everybody had a different way to do it, you know. So that was something what they've been doing together, or at least as I can see it, because obviously I was not there at that point in time, you know. And then they added what they took inspiration from, you know, so somebody
like individually.
Yeah, so somebody was a dancer, so they showed like a beautiful like you know dance moves and everything. Somebody was inspired from martial art, so this you can see nunchaki.
Yeah, you know? right.
Yeah, so they've been just like living the moment to the music, and whatever was their inspiration, they put it on it. You know, yeah.
So that's kind of like the legacy now in that way, is like you would put your own version on.
Well, I think that everybody should, you know, like I want to see you. I don't want to see somebody else. Of course, like when you learn from somebody, you're taking something. But then where I am there.
And how in a more, I guess, technical way, like if I'm watching, how does the poses like where does it fit into the dance? Like, you know, in popping, right?
So
the hit is like on the 2 and that kind of breaks up your dance. Like, is there a way that it should be done?
I mean, look, it depends on the music. And also, what if you do a lot of poses fast? It's not posing anymore, and suddenly you're just doing arms. So
I see.
it just comes from a posing, but then you take it somewhere.
So, well, as in that's good or bad? Like, if you did lots of posing and it became like...
No, I call it my arms.
Okay. right. So there is a way of, you know, like if you speed up the posing and then it just turns into your dancing, that's still valid.
I mean, also like when you do posing, like now let's switch back into the voguing. So if you do poses in regular intervals, then it creates the flow.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So suddenly it's not just a stop, but suddenly it's this whole dance.
Right.
So you have just like a picture after picture. So you're just like, imagine like, you know, those books when you have the little drawing on the side and you just flip the book? Yeah. That's kind of it.
Interesting.
It's
okay.
like very simplified.
Yeah. That's a good way of thinking of it though.
Yeah, that's how I think about it sometimes.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. And so you do waacking and voguing.
Yes.
From what I've heard, this is like from the ballroom people that I know, the thing that stresses them out the most is when people don't know either style and they just do stuff and it's like they're doing waacking arms and voguing arms and they kind of group it into one style, and that's, from what I understand, is really fucking offensive.
Yes. I mean, it doesn't mean like you cannot.
Yeah.
Like you totally can take some moves, but it's not at the end about the moves, but about like
how you understand.
Yes.
So when you dance, like, obviously you do the two styles in their respective like environments, but if you're mixing, I don't know if you mix ever or if you just are in one mode or the other, is that like a really delicate thing to do because of how many people do it ignorantly, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like necessarily mix, but I definitely take a lot of movement, or what I would do in New Way.
Yeah.
I do it, especially lately. I didn't used to because I was scared that it's going to be portrayed a little bit too much voguey, but now I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah, now I don't care. Especially in waacking, it's just like if I do it correctly and it fits on the music, it's still just a move.
Exactly. And I guess also the other thing is like you said, back in the day, like the original like punkers would bring something to their, like from their experience. Yeah. And like that would be, you know, like, whatever they were doing outside the scene. But for you, it's like that is what you're bringing to the scene, your Vogue experience.
Lately, I kind of stopped thinking about could I, asking questions or trying to like hide this part of myself. But I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm a New Way performer. Yeah. Like, why shouldn't I use it as my strength?
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like if I put it on a beat and it works, and I don't do it with a voguing attitude, but still like manage to squeeze it inside of a waacking performance.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so maybe can you also talk about like a little bit of the differences between the two scenes, I guess? Because we spoke about this very briefly yesterday or the other day, but like ballroom is really its own world. Yes. Like, and I think like I completely understand the reasons why. Like I was talking, if anyone hasn't seen, there's one of our podcasts is the London ballroom scene from quite early on. They did a great job of like breaking down a lot of the things to me about the scene, and it was really interesting to learn about it. So I understand, you know, why it's evolved to be its own, because it was supposed to be a safe space in the beginning, and therefore the walls are a bit higher on that community, which I think is great, and it's kind of evolved a lot of like unique rules and ways of working. Waacking is less isolated in a way, right? Because it's in a way it's like a disco into funk kind of dance, like I would put it in the realm of maybe locking and even popping, in that sense of like, you could maybe find whackers in the same club with poppers, and you know what I mean, back in the day? Or am I off on that?
I was not there in the days, you know, so you know, I can guess, you know, but I mean, I heard stories obviously, but I don't think it's my place to confirm this.
Sure, right.
You know, but I mean, waacking is a part of street dance events nowadays, you know, so that's why you can see it all together. But I wouldn't like totally put it
in
mentality-wise,
in the same
realm. Bracket.
Okay.
In the same box.
Because in a way, like it's still
because it was
evolved on its own.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If we count bring in the inspiration from everywhere else,
of
inside,
course,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah.
But it's again, like I have no idea, so I'm just asking.
It's okay.
But like
yes, because originally it was done to underground disco music, you know, in gay clubs.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's the limit when it comes to Waacking music, you know. So if you're seeing it like on events with mostly disco, you can like have this connection, like you know.
And like in your experience, like what do you find like the differences between the two kind of like communities or scenes? And is there one you like better than the other?
I think that you need to specify this question.
Okay. Like, so for example, like we said, like the ballroom scene, for me, the way it strikes me is like, it's really organized. Like there's a lot of rules and like, you know, ways of doing things and like, you know, all of these things that they were explaining to me. I mean, if you want to talk about some of them, it would be great as well. And then like, is there the same sort of thing in the Waacking community? Do you find like when you're in the ballroom scene, it's one type of feeling or atmosphere, and then when you're in the Waacking communities or scene, it's another type, or is it similar?
It's very different.
Oh, okay, yeah,
it's
right,
very
right.
different. So you want to talk about those differences now?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
At least from your perspective.
Yeah, so when we have a Waacking events, it's very different. Like it was not meant to be a battle, you know. So, but it's a performance. But since the battle is the easiest way to gather people around,
especially in 2025,
and especially nowadays, so that's the concept we are still doing. But it doesn't mean that it's the only way, you know. But mostly we see battles, and there's nothing wrong about it, you know. Like people enjoy that. It just goes like whichever battle you have, like in other styles, you know. It's just the way we support each other. It's very different. We really just live for each other, or at least majority, you know. If like, of course, there are multiple different personalities.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, you can just see the room coming alive, you know, like
in the Waacking.
Yeah. Well, and ballroom is different, you know, like especially when you take when it come from and everything. For example, like I'm gonna simplify it.
Yeah, sure.
So we are not stuck on this. For example, if I go to the inside of a Waacking battle, me, not like everybody. Me, I'm not very big on battling. You know, like I like to join because I like my. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I like my ass to be pushed.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Because my not goal, but what I like to do is to grow, to get better, but not to be better, but like better dancer, but to have more tools to be free to express myself. So that's why I enter battles, even if it's not something what I totally 100% enjoy.
Sure.
And
I think there's a lot of people that feel like that. To be honest.
But at least I do it and I push myself when the time is right, when I feel ready.
Yeah.
So I can, push myself further.
Yeah.
And be better in that kind of a sense to be free.
Yeah, that's makes a lot
because
of sense.
more I know, more tools I have, the freer I am to express.
Yeah, definitely.
When I'm at a ball, I don't come to participate.
Okay.
Just like I don't understand why anybody else is going for the tents after I do them.
Right.
You know, like it's over for you.
Right.
So
this is
I came for the game prize, and I'm representing myself and my house, and this is what I am. So we need to battle from the back.
But that's so interesting. So when you're in the Waacking community or mode, you're not competitive at all. You're just like, I'm here. But when you're in the ballroom scene, it's like
from
the
back.
So why is that different for you? Like, what's the difference? Is it the culture of it is like that?
You can say that at some point, but also like you have reasons why you do one or another, you know? So, I mean, I don't know how much I will be able to do this, you know? So anytime I walk, it matters to me, like, because I never know when would be the time I can't. So
Let's go.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and you said that you're like, can you maybe explain a little bit about not only like,
But
go on.
I don't do it because like, I'm that kind of a person, but I do it because this is me. Like, I want you to see me.
Yeah.
Like I matter.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. And at the moment it's my night. And I don't understand why anybody else is walking that category beside me.
Perfect.
But it's not, yeah.
Love that. Yeah. And so maybe you could tell me a bit, like, we kind of spoke about it on the podcast a while ago, but like some of the, I guess, like, some of the things that you do in the ballroom scene. Like they were saying there's like, I don't know what you would call it, but like people that are like maybe icons or like certain people, they like shout them out before the battle or before the people walk. Is this a thing or am I misremembering? Like, I can't remember exactly how they explained it. This is so bad. But like that maybe if there's like special people in the room, for example.
Oh, yeah.
They would like
this.
call them out before. What's that?
Yeah, so we call it LSS, Legends, Statements and Stars.
Right.
And that's what's happening before the ball starts. So it serves multiple like how to say this?
Purposes?
Purposes? Yeah. So you're giving flowers to people who mean something to the scene.
Right.
And also you're making the function hot before it starts.
It's like a warm-up almost.
Yeah, good. Let's say it, but it's more than warm-up. It's your red carpet moment.
Right.
So this is where we give flowers to people.
And like it's not like you come and do a showcase or like how?
Yes, they call your name and you do whatever you want to present yourself with. So
okay.
Yeah. So if you're a runway person, you walk runway, or if it's not your day, you just wave.
Right.
Like it's
or
really,
if you're feeling like
it's your moment.
That's
it's
so
your
nice.
moment, and like you always make it. I mean, they call you for a reason. They want to give you a flower. So yeah.
And is it like if you're going to an event, do you like write them before to say, just by the way, I'm going to be there, or do they just look around the room and see people and call you up?
Yeah, they usually see around who's around and they can see. But some balls are like, it depends on how it's organized, So, for example, in my region, we still make people register before. So, because we have a tight time time window to do certain stuff and we want to fit every category inside, So we want to make, and also we ask them what they are about to walk. So we can space the category so everybody has a lot of time to prepare, but it's not like how it is everywhere,
Right.
So
you already know who's...
Yeah, but I mean, MCs and commentators, they know what they are doing and they're good at it. Okay. So they spot these people. Yeah.
Right, because I imagine it would be like an issue if you missed someone.
Yeah.
Like if you like said these and then there was someone you didn't see, they would be like...
Yeah.
Has this happened before?
Yeah. Yeah, but also like you cannot, sometimes the balls are so huge, like you cannot call everybody,
Especially if they didn't register to walk a category. Like if they just showed up to watch and you don't see them, maybe you're like... Yeah. Okay, and what made you, because we spoke about this also, but like the fact that there's so many categories in the ballroom, like in the balls, why did you choose the one that you do? And do you do any others that we haven't spoken about?
Okay, well, can you please just, why did I choose New Way? I didn't choose New Way. It just spoke to me.
Okay.
So the thing is, like, we would need to go back to where I started to get to know Waacking and Voguing. It was a very confusing place back in 2010-9.
Really?
In Europe, like, we were all, like, mashing it together. We didn't know what we were doing.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But then, like, we started to understand bit by bit, especially Waacking, we knew. But then I started to do Waacking, like, for real, because I was always like, this is not for me. No,
Really?
yes.
With Waacking only?
Yes.
Okay.
I had no idea that
Why
Ballroom
did you
and
feel like
Vogue
that?
exists. Well, the way it was bring over to, I mean, first everybody called it female locking.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like there was a lot of confusion.
Problematic.
There was a lot of confusion,
Okay.
you know. But then I took a couple of classes, or there was a workshop in where I was based in my hometown, and it just didn't speak to me because we didn't have, like, I think that especially around that time we didn't have enough information, you know. So for example, at that point of a time there was like two ways how you can perceive the dance, like either you're like this fabulous diva or a macho guy,
Right.
and where do I fit in there?
Right. Fair.
So I just felt weird doing one or the other side, and I was just like, oh, just disposing? Oh, no.
Okay. Interesting.
But then I didn't say, like, I never chop something off right away.
Right.
So then I kept my eyes open, and then I met my teacher. Out of, like, very randomly, we were just teaching at the same place because at that point I was a choreography dancer.
Right.
And she started the class with explaining, like, oh, so this was the music that it was done to, this was the place, this is where the moves come from, this is what you're imitating, this is what you're portraying. She showed us a Soul Train footage. Then she was talking about her teachers, which
Amazing.
was Tyrone and Lockaroo for her.
Oh, cool.
That kind of made sense, you know. Suddenly I had information what I can work with.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, this is...
It's just not this diva or macho posing, you
Yeah.
know. I just couldn't make sense out of it, especially at that point I was very deep in the closet.
Oh, really?
You
Okay,
know,
okay.
so it just didn't make sense to
Right.
me at that point. So yeah, but then when I finally connected to it and come in terms with myself,
Yeah.
I obviously, like, I started to practice, and 2 weeks after I was at a battle. Everybody told me that I'm a voguer, and I was just like, I have no idea what that is. And they were just like, oh, you know, you're doing it. I'm just like,
In the Waacking battle, they
Yes.
told you. Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
so I was intrigued, and that was the comment I usually got after I lost the battle. Like, I didn't even ask, but they came to me like, oh, I wish that you did less voguing. And I'm just like,
I don't even know what voguing
I
is.
have no idea what that is.
That's so funny.
And especially at that time, like, you put Vogue into the Google and you got the magazine
Yeah.
and a Madonna.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say.
You know, so that's not a lot of...
Yeah. So you weren't even like being influenced by voguing, but like what was it about your
at the
dance that they were
beginning.
seeing?
Then I went to the event when
Yeah.
Javier was teaching, Icon Javier.
Yeah.
And he was, I was just like, okay, let me check this out. And I liked it. I went there mostly to learn what I'm doing, like, if this is what I'm doing, you know?
Right, right.
But then I was just like, okay, this is interesting. I like it. You know, like, it's also like before that, some people told me what voguing is about, but still it was not a lot of information. Like, yeah, I could kiki and have fun with it, especially Vogue Femme was the stuff we know about at that point, a little, not a lot.
Yeah. But more than the others.
Yes, and Javier did workshops on all the, like, also he did old way, he did also a new way, and he also had a femme class. So I could see, like, okay, there is more to it, you know, and I could see, like, okay, there is a difference, but it wasn't until I did the research, like, then I had the tools to put to the search engine, you know? So I was researching, and then I came across a video of Icon Aviance, and I was just like, wow. Like, this really speaks to me, and I really need to meet this guy as soon as possible. Then I learned that he's living in Europe, and because he's originally from States.
Okay.
So he moved to Europe, and I was just like, we were just texting with my sister because we were sharing everything we learned on the internet.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, so he's judging this function in Germany, and I want to go. Do you want to go? So we went, and
But just to meet him, basically.
Yeah.
Amazing. And like, did he share anything with you, or was it just to be?
Well, I end up at the house.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Okay, how did that? What, in just one event?
Yes.
Oh, how did that happen?
Well, from what we understood, they were already watching us.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
And then he asked us to join.
But you had no idea. Like, you just showed up there, wanting to meet him, and he said, like, I already know you.
Yeah, I don't know if he already knowed me, but what we heard, then they were just like already keeping an eye on us.
That's cool. That's a big compliment also. Yeah, it means...
But that's what you do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And who was there, like, I don't know if it was your teacher but like, was there somebody that brought like Waacking to Czech? Was this in Czech Republic?
Yes.
Yeah. Did somebody bring Waacking over there? How did it get to Czech Republic?
Yeah. So there were, from what I understand, there were 3 people, like major people. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Sure.
There were more people who were doing it. It was Miss Bibi, Tess, and Kati.
I know. Tess.
Yes.
She worked on STK.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was these 3 people, Miss Bibi, Tess, and Kati, and they both they all 3 brought it from different places, I guess. You know, they had different experiences, but still, like for example, Miss Bibi learned in New York. Kati went to the workshop of La Cruz and Tyrone, and Tess. I need to ask her. I never had a conversation with her. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, but I know there was these 3 people, and I met with Kati. And,
She was the one that was your teacher. Okay, interesting.
But then it was but for voguing, like she just introduced me a little. But for voguing, I just took what Javier did with us on those workshops, and there was nobody around.
Really?
Who was doing it. So I had to just, I didn't even have a mirror. So I remember I was in a dorm and I didn't have a mirror. So I just had a little bed lamp that created the shadow, and I was watching myself in the mirror to clean my lines, and I was just like, I really wanted to do, I really wanted to be able to do this. So I practiced almost every day to get my lines clean and to understand the movement and how I can really keep it posy.
And so the workshops that you were doing with Javier was where? Not in Czech Republic?
It was SDK.
Oh, was okay. When he came.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. And then so basically, was it like, I mean, maybe this is a big statement, but it's like, was it you that started the ballroom scene in Czech?
I think that we can say that me and my sister Monica started the
whole scene.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. So was it kind of like... however you want to frame it, but was it kind of like you two were like telling it, like, guys, this dance is super amazing, or this community is super amazing, come, let's do stuff? Or were there other people that started to be interested around the same time, or how did you get it out there?
Well, we were by ourselves for a really long time. And then there was a point and a time that we were like, okay, are we ready to teach at least a little, you know? So then we had a little bit, like just a tiny amount of students, and we threw a function basically.
With like kind of with your students.
Yeah, it was a mess. 2016.
It was?
Yes, like looking back.
Like the event or just everything?
The event was okay, but the way it was organized, like when I look back, wow, it was really, you need to start somehow.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And how old were you at this time?
Me? 2016, so I was 23, 24.
Yeah. So, 23, 24, everything's a mess.
Yeah. I started, I learned about Ballroom 2021.
Okay, right. So you were quite young when this all started. And how do you, this is also a big question, but like, how do you teach like ballroom stuff? Because like, for example, like, I guess like Vogue or New Ways, like it's not, if I'm understanding correctly, it's not just about the moves themselves, right? It's like you can't just like with popping, you could just kind of just teach the moves, although that's a whole other argument. Like the cultural background is important, but even more so with ballroom stuff, right? So how do you can't just go in a mirror and be like 5, 6, 7, 8, copy me, right? Or can you?
You can, but it will be flat.
Right. So how do you...
But moves, movement, you can explain, but then you have to go to the
balls.
Yes, to learn from there.
Right.
Like you learn by being there and watching.
So was
and
that
understanding why you're doing
yes, right,
doing
right, right.
it.
So that's almost why it was essential for you to put on a function, because it's like I can't finish teaching these students until they start doing it.
We're just wanting to share this,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
at that point.
Okay, interesting. And maybe also for people that don't know, I mean, also me that I don't know as much, but like, can you maybe talk about some of the other kind of categories that would be at a ball? And like, is there certain people that walk certain ones, or like, you know what I mean? Like, would you be like,
you just basically, you do whatever you feel, what's your, I don't know how to say it.
almost like what you're drawn to?
You do categories for reason, basically,
Right.
you know, like this is either what I'm good at or this is what I need to do.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah. But besides that, like besides New Wave, for example, in a Kiki scene, I walk, all the way, you know, because in a Kiki, I don't want to walk New Way.
Oh, how come?
What are we kicking about?
Right, because can you also explain the difference of like Kiki scene? Because like I think most people won't know.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out a nice and clear way, you know, because there is a lot. Okay, so the balls, the major balls, like it was happening late night or in the clubs, and it was already like above 18. Da,
Yeah.
da, da, da. And the Kiki scene was established for a youth,
Right.
also for the education purposes.
Got you.
You know, so to simplify it like that, it was in a community center. Let's have a ball. Let's bring it everybody
Right.
in all blue, you know, and just let's have a Kiki.
So it's like a less high pressure version, or it's still high pressure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean it's still ball.
Right. But the reason you wouldn't walk New Way at that is almost because it's like this is.
I don't feel like I need to, you
Got
know,
you.
like I don't need to try it out or you know like Kiki about it because I can already Kiki with it on a major ball, you know, like I still have fun. I just don't do sets, you know.
Got you.
I mean, yeah, that's also very different. Like I'm ready for a ball, you know, like I know what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I still have this freedom to experiment and everything, you know.
Right. So that's a bit
in
more
Kiki,
the like.
I'm just doing categories I wish to do,
Yeah.
maybe later, or I just want to have fun with them with respect, of course.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know that I'm good at it, but I don't dare to walk it on a major ball.
Got you.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe you can tell a bit more about like the other types of categories that they have, because we were talking about them in the car the other day, but like even like the face one and like all these different, because I think they're really
So
interesting.
you have a face categories, then you have a fashion categories like runway, best dressed, labels, fashion killer, you know, sneakers, eyewear.
Yeah. And you said even about the one at your ball that you're going to do.
Oh yeah, we're doing a best accessory.
Right.
Yeah. And then you have body and sex categories.
Body?
Body.
Body.
Like
Oh, body.
Body.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. So and then the realness categories.
Okay. What's the
Yeah.
realness categories?
Realness is like how can you fit into the heteronormative society. So
yeah.
for example, me as a gay man, if I can pass as a straight man,
Interesting. Okay.
that would be like I'm being real, which it's not my category, obviously.
Yeah. Right.
You know, but it comes from like it is really important category, especially from a historical point of view, because it was like a mirror, like a check. Can I pass?
Ah, interesting. So it's kind of like, so the more you can pass, the more you would like succeed in that category.
Like back in the days, like it's still not safe, you know.
Sure.
to,
Yeah.
Be queer LGBTQI plus. So, and especially for people of color, where ballroom comes from, you know, You needed this kind of a check, like if you can make it. It's not like
Interesting.
having fun.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but am I real enough to get a job? You know,
Interesting.
or to just survive being on the streets.
Okay, that's really interesting. And then, like, is there also like I guess for like maybe new way, older, because you said new way is more like categorized by like sharp.
I mean, those are performance categories.
Those are all in the performance category.
Yeah, those are performance categories, but it's not the majority of what ballroom is giving.
Right.
You know,
there's all the different.
Yes. So performance is just like one small part of it.
Right. Yeah, because I think this is the thing that I think a lot of people, they just think ballroom and they think, I would imagine they think of new way first, right? Like the kind of mainstream culture.
I don't think that new way is that popular nowadays.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, especially because that's not a lot of us.
Right.
You know, we're endangered kind. Because it takes a lot to. It's not like you learn some bits and pieces and you can
just
enjoy yourself. It really takes time to understand your angles and body control, and like it takes a lot of practice to understand your muscle, like to get your muscle memory so you're confident without checking yourself if you're like if your ankles are nice, and then add stretch on top of it. Yeah. I think most of the people when they think about voguing is Vogue Femme.
Vogue Femme.
Yes.
Okay.
That's definitely the most popular.
Right. And is that the kind of like, I guess the one that's represented the most in like mainstream culture?
I think that they are all represented. There is not a favorite. Right. You know? But this is the one I think most of the people can get in touch with what they think. When they think voguing, I think at least nowadays, Vogue Femme.
And how much can you explain like what that category is?
It comes from an old way, but it's a very feminine, you know,
version of it.
Not version. It like evolved, you know, so you could see like femme queens performing, but like with also change of music over the years. It evolved to this like super feminine performance way, and you have basically 5 elements. So that's hands performance, you have catwalk, you have duck walk, you have spin and a dip and a floor performance. So this is what you're seeing in Vogue Femme.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
So it comes from femme queen performing.
Right, interesting. And the like, because I think
celebrating the femininity.
Yes, yeah. The dip is the thing that like I think everybody.
That's the pose on a ground.
Yeah. Is this? Do you find this like do you find it annoying that the dip is the like thing that everybody know? Like, you know, if somebody's like battling a voguer, they're gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to do it. Otherwise you don't pass. It's one of an element. You need to do all
No, I mean like in an all-stars battle. Like if you're battling a popper, sometimes they're going to do that and it's like that's the only move that...
Well, it's annoying when b-boys do it without the respect.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to do power moves on you, you know, and just because it's feminine and like it just shows me that you don't have enough confidence in yourself that you need to make fun of me.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
so...
It's a bit like a basic way to...
Yeah. But I mean, maybe over time with a little bit of education behind it. I mean, you know, like dips are from old way, you know, and it's just a pose on a floor with the head locked.
Yeah.
And old way dips are freezes in breaking. So...
It's the same.
Why are you making fun of it? Are you just joking? Like, are you just making fun of yourself? Good for you.
Yeah. Truth.
You know, so...
Yeah.
But I don't feel like... usually people don't do it anymore because I don't choose to vogue in all-style battle scenarios anymore because of... I don't feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, because it's usually very straight environment. So it feels, I just feel a little tiny weird, like it's out of a place. But I mean, yes, I can totally vogue and serve the function down and everything. But it's just like, I don't feel, voguing is a feeling. And if you don't have that feeling, it just feels like you're doing moves to me, you know?
Yeah.
So usually it's not what I end up with doing in hostile battle settings.
I 100%.
So they don't have a reason to dip in front of me.
Yeah, because I feel like
But I mean, if they do it like right with respect and it's part of their performance, it's not just out of the place, just to like, I can do this too.
Yeah, I think
But you
like
can't.
that's like I feel like that about Ballroom, Vogue, and like Crump a little bit in a way that it's like it requires a certain type of energy, not just from the dancer, but the it's almost like you need the participation of the room.
Yeah, it's a feeling first.
Yeah. Whereas like I think, you know, even something like Afro dances, like they are like a cultural dance and like, but you can just perform them for a room full of people that don't know about those dances and they're going to be like, oh, this is super cool. Whereas I feel like with Ballroom, it seems to me anyway, and like I said, I also think of Crump like this a little bit, whereas like you can perform it for a room full of people that don't know, and there's something that doesn't work about, like, it doesn't connect in that way. It's like, it's great, but until you understand why this is being done, it's hard
but I mean, if it's like, it can be done.
Yeah, right.
It can be done. I mean, look, like Vogue has success in television nowadays. You know, like it can be done mainstream.
I mean, even
know?
Ivy was in Mumbai, and she did amazing, like with Vogue. Yeah. So, but speaking of dancer style, is your plan to only stick on the Waacking?
I don't have a plan.
No plan?
I don't have a plan. Like, it's not about what I plan to do. It's about what music DJ drops. Like, music comes first.
Yeah, right.
And then the dance follows. Like, it's not like I am prepared.
Yeah.
You know, like I just go with like, it doesn't make sense for me to not take inspiration from a music. So music is going to tell me what to do. Like even like when we did these shootings yesterday, you know, like it was not 100% Waacking because the song was not something what would make me feel like this, you know, boom.
Yeah.
It was not making me feel, but it was a hip hop song, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, it was a different kind of a persona, and I adjusted, like I was portraying the music. I was not focusing, do Waacking. But I was focusing on more do music, and this is what your base is.
That's a great way of thinking about it.
Yeah. So I don't have a plan, but if you consider this being a plan,
I was gonna say
I'm gonna dance to the music.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like
and
when
perform,
you say
and, you know, and I just wanna do me.
Yeah, and I mean, it sounds like when you say like I'm just gonna dance to the music, it sounds simple, but that is a good plan and mentality. Like I'm gonna just be prepared that whatever comes on, I'm reflecting the music, and like I think that's a great way of saying it. Like I'm not gonna do Waacking, I'm just gonna do the music.
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, it's my base. That's
of course
what I am strong at. But don't expect like it's gonna be 100% because the music might not fit, you know. But I consider myself being dancer, you know. Yeah. So whatever the music is gonna tell me, I'm gonna try to portray it.
We might see some head spins and breaking.
No. But hang on. Maybe I'll do a session with my local people.
Get some tricks
just
in.
to be ready. I mean, I did a couple times.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no. And you like it or no?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I can pull off some YOLO moments.
I'm going to be watching at the World Finals, like, try to say, breaking moves. He did it. So, tell me, I guess, like, for LA, like, what are you looking forward to the most out of it? Like, I get the sense that, I mean, we spoke yesterday about this on the interview, but, like, you're not so much a person, like, I have to win, I have to be like that. You even said that about your Waacking, but, like, what are you looking forward to? What are you aiming to get from it?
Like I said, like, I do battles to get my ass kicked.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know? So it's like, I want to have this exchange. I learn.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And also it's a conversation kind of a thing, even if we don't dance together and stuff. But, you know, like, oh, give me that. And how am I responding to this, you know? Or if I go first, what am I going to give them to respond to? Well, I went sideways and I forgot your question.
No, like, what
Sorry,
are you
that's
like?
the lunch speaking.
No, Like what you want to get from it or what you want to learn from it? Is there anything like that you're excited to experience?
I mean, I want to challenge myself. I love to perform. I love to dance, and there's gonna be a room of a lot of talented dancers.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be plenty of inspiration and growth potential for myself. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm really happy about, and that I'm able to do this. You
Yeah.
know? Because where's the like, you don't meet these people every day. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
I think that's it. And I want to do my best.
Yeah.
But not for anybody else, for me.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
I want to feel good.
Yeah.
And if that takes me to places, great. If not, great.
Yeah. And how is your mentality with competition? Like, would you rather get like the really strongest person in the first round and like put on a great show, or would you, because sometimes I feel like this, or I'm like, I'm glad I battled that person even if I lost, you know, like I'm the same as you, but I'm also like, I kind of wish I got further just so I have more chance to dance. It's not about winning, but I just like, I only got one round out of the day. Are you like that, or are you happy if you have one round that's amazing? You're like,
I
I'm
really
good.
don't think about it this deep.
No. You're just like, I'll see what happens.
I am not holding myself back, you
Yeah.
know, like if there, like it doesn't matter who's like, if like, I think that everybody has a potential to win,
Especially dance your style.
especially anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can totally get swooped by a person who is just like professionally dancing for a year.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
ballet is a moment. Like they just grab the beat by the balls and they I don't want to swear that much.
No, it's okay.
Up, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
So that can be a case. So I never hold back. It doesn't matter. I do as much as the music tells me.
So you're
to
going
do. And
full from
whatever-
the first round.
Well, I do full if the music is saying this to me, you know? So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that there are more rounds. If this is what I feel that it's right at the moment to that music, I do it. I don't keep it for myself, you know?
Yeah.
Like there is, you never know what, like you never know.
That's a great way to think. Like you're not holding back saying, oh, I'm going to keep this stuff for the next round.
So it doesn't matter what level, or if you want to, you said it that way.
Yeah, sure.
How skilled dancer is in front of me, that's not the point. That's not how I think about it.
You just think like it's about me and wanting to put out what I want to put out.
Yes, but dance-wise, you cannot like really control it. Like if you push over, like, oh my God, I need to win, then it probably doesn't feel genuine. And especially this is about connection with the audience, and like people feel it.
If it's not genuine.
Yes.
Very true.
Yes. I mean, sometimes it's just, this is enough for a good certain amount of a time. You don't even have to move a lot.
Yeah. It's true. And especially if it's like,
If it
really
fits.
genuine. And
if it fits, like I don't need to push. Like, you know, like, oh, now this is a great slow-mo moment for 15 seconds. And you're just like, oh, but I need to dance. No.
Yeah.
The sound is there. So am I.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the World Finals. I think it's going to be really interesting to watch. I mean, all the wildcards, definitely. I think everybody's going to bring... I think it's actually a really good wildcard lineup this year. Like, I think everybody's really different. I mean, obviously, you and Waxy are the only two that do Waacking.
Yes.
But I think even in Waacking, you're very different.
Yes, we have very different like vocabulary and performance styles, I would say. Yeah, but already I know that another whacker won in Italy, so
yeah, so it's
fun.
Yeah, right. I'm sure there's more from the from the qualifiers. Yeah. But I'm always like, even with you and Waxy, I'm like, I don't know if it would be amazing that you guys got each other, or I don't want it. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be fun. It's
like it'll definitely be fun.
We speak the same language, but we have different accent.
Ooh, very well.
I need to write this down.
Yeah. Did you just make that up?
Yes.
That was a bar.
You know,
that's good.
Not just looks, but also brains.
But that's a really good way of putting it, and that's why it's like it would be a really great battle. But also, I would love to see like you against Diablo or something. Like this would be so cool.
I would like to dance with all of them.
Yeah.
So
true.
what I'm going to probably do, but not on stage with everybody. You know, like.
Yeah. True.
That's what I meant. Like, we don't just need to dance on a stage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Battles are not the only thing.
And I think it's also nice for like people that don't I don't know, like they only see you on stage. To know that you guys are like ciphering backstage or like, you know, hanging out before and stuff. It's really cool because I think sometimes we see all the dancers almost as like separate people, and it's like, oh, you guys do like to, I mean, I've seen it here, but like you guys do like to hang out and dance together. And
me, I'm usually hyping the DJ and doing this.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're going to be so good for the, you know, when they do the like dancers react thing when they
oh God!
zoom into the faces.
Don't put me like all in the center.
No, you need to be in the center right there. Like I think it's stance that do it, but stance you need to.
The thing is, like, I really like. You can see on my face what I think.
That's perfect. That's why we need you there. I'm gonna tell them like put you front and center.
And then I'm gonna do whatever I want. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. Well, listen, we're on a bit of a time limit, although I would love to stay and talk with you for 2 more hours. But also, if you're ever in London, you're always welcome to come by the podcast. We do as many episodes as you want. We can talk about some current voguing
things,
ballroom scene stuff. We can watch some videos. You can tell me all the gossip and stuff like that. That might be a 3-hour pod in itself. But yeah, first of all, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time and being happy to sit down and chat.
If you're like around Brno,
even
if it's not like a destination of dreams for most of the people, you know, but I am there.
Great. I would love to come. And anyone that is tuning in from the capsule, check out this lovely man's work. And we'll maybe put a link in the description for all your stuff. And if people want to go and check your videos, then that would be amazing. And in the more likely event that you're here for them, come and watch the capsule. We have a lot of more interviews and podcasts, and we'd love to have you tune in.
Do that.
And definitely tune in to Red Bull Dance Your Style in October. Cool. Thanks for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in. And see you next week. Peace.